Definition of ethics and culture. Ethics is a branch of philosophy that studies what is considered good and bad, as well as the moral principles that govern human behavior in society. Ethics encompasses a set of norms, values, and standards that individuals or groups use to assess their actions and decisions. Culture is a system of values, norms, customs, and traditions shared by a particular social group. Culture reflects the group's way of life and worldview, as well as influencing how its members interact with each other and with their environment. Ethical and cultural relations. Ethics and culture are closely intertwined. The culture of a society or organization affects the ethics embraced by its members, and conversely, the ethics applied by individuals or groups can shape and strengthen that culture. For example, a company culture that prioritizes integrity and honesty will encourage ethical behavior among employees, which in turn strengthens that culture. Cultural influence on ethics. Norms and values. The culture of a society or organization includes norms and values that determine what is considered right or wrong. For example, in a culture that values collectivism in a high regard, actions that support group interests may be considered more ethical than actions that only benefit individuals. Customs and traditions. The customs and traditions that exist in a culture also affect ethical standards. For example, cultures that have a tradition of respecting parents will consider behavior that shows respect for parents to be an ethical act. The influence of ethics on culture. Formation of organizational culture. Ethics applied by leaders and employees in an organization can shape the culture of the organization. For example, if a company emphasizes the importance of integrity and transparency, these values will become part of the company's culture and influence the behavior of all its members. Social change. Ethics can also influence social and cultural changes. For example, the human rights movement based on ethical principles has changed many cultural norms in different countries, such as the acceptance of gender equality and minority rights. Examples of rules of conduct in manufacturing and banking companies. Manufacturing company. Occupational safety. Employees must adhere to all safety procedures and use appropriate personal protective equipment. Product quality. Employees must ensure that the products produced meet the set quality standards. Environment. Employees must comply with company policies regarding waste management and efficient use of resources. Banking company. Data confidentiality. Employees must maintain the confidentiality of customer information and not divulge it to third parties without permission. Regulatory compliance. Employees must comply with all applicable regulations and policies in the banking sector. Integrity. Employees must act honestly and transparently in all transactions and interactions with customers.